General Hospital spoilers for Friday, March 28, reveal that Kristina Davis will sabotage Rick Lansing's vehicle by mistake, while Drew Quartermaine shares his side of the story. Sasha Gilmore Corbin will also deliver a warning, so let's talk about what's ahead in Port Charles. For starters, Drew will sense that Curtis Ashford has turned Kai Taylor against him. That's why Drew will push for a chance to explain his side of things and hope to change Kai's perspective. At GH, Tracy Quartermaine will tell Elizabeth Baldwin that Monica Quartermaine is in complete agreement with her. It's rare for Tracy and Monica to be on the same page, but they'll both be standing against Drew and all the Quartermaine crypt drama on Friday's episode. Speaking of the Quartermaine crypt, it looks like Ezra Boyle will be ready to get a crew to demolish it following Drew's demand. Ezra will tell Giovanni Gio Palmieri, Emma Drake, and Trina Robinson that there's nothing anybody can do to stop this, but Emma will do something extreme and try to prove him wrong. Over with Anna Devane, she'll spend some time mulling over the past on Friday's show. Anna may reflect on some regrets regarding her history and ultimately make some predictions regarding her future. At Charlie's Pub, Lucky Spencer will give Lulu Spencer updates on his weekend getaway with Elizabeth. Lulu may worry Liz and Lucky's reunion is moving too fast since he'll get the feeling his sister thinks this is a bad idea. As for Sasha, she'll warn someone that they can't tell anyone they saw it. That might involve proof of Jen Sidwell's payment following their arrangement or something baby-related that Sasha wants to keep under wraps. Sasha has to be careful when it comes to the paternity secret she's protecting, so she'll try to stay vigilant about that. At Ava Jerome's apartment, she'll trade threats with Kristina as their latest argument heats up. After Kristina vows to stop Ava, she'll make a vengeful move that'll end in disaster. Rick is parked in Ava's usual parking space, so Kristina will assume that's Ava's vehicle when she targets it. Kristina will apparently tamper with Rick's car by mistake, and to make matters worse, Elizabeth will eventually end up traveling with him. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Messy Syrup. It's me, Abby, here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching, so let's dive into today's video. General Hospital spoilers for Monday, March 31, reveal that there will be some crash site chaos, so Lucky Spencer will be frantic over Elizabeth Baldwin. Sonny will also suggest that his enemy's trail isn't cold, so let's discuss all the storylines that are about to heat up. At Charlie's Pub, Molly Lansing Davis will wonder if it's such a good idea for Cody Bell to be there. Since Cody got into a bar brawl with Lucky not too long ago, it's easy to see why Molly will be concerned. Of course, Lucky isn't at the pub right now, since he chased after Kristina Davis, following her unsettling comments. It won't be long until Lucky arrives at the crash site since Rick Lansing just ran off the road with Elizabeth in the passenger seat. Lucky will frantically try to reach injured Elizabeth, but an officer will hold him back and insist the paramedics are doing everything they can for her. Even so, Lucky may fear the worst as Liz is ultimately rushed to GH along with Rick. Kristina mistakenly cut the brakes on Rick's car, so she's in for a horrifying shock when she realizes Rick and Liz were hurt because of her. Once Molly gets updates on Rick's car wreck, she'll be crushed and may lean on Cody for support. Next, let's talk about Anna Devane, who intervened at the Quartermaine crypt after Emma Drake chained herself to the building in protest. Anna just called for bolt cutters, so Emma is already feeling betrayed. On Monday's GH episode, Emma will be in disbelief over a statement someone makes, which may be part of Anna's lecture. Emma might accuse Anna of being a hypocrite for pushing her to stay out of trouble when her grandmother has landed in plenty of it over the years. At some point, Max Scorpio will let Anna look at some evidence that could change her perspective, so we'll see how she handles things as all the drama continues. As for Drew Quartermaine, he'll deliver orders over the phone regarding the Quartermaine crypt. It's clear that Drew's willing to bend rules and circumvent laws, to make sure the crypt gets demolished, but Ezra Boyle may fear this is about to turn into a very public spectacle that could backfire on them both. Drew's going to deal with a betrayal eventually, so Ezra may let him down. As for Kai Taylor, he'll fill Trina Robinson in on Drew's surgery offer and leave her worried about all the risks. In Toronto, Sonny and Jason Morgan will await a name from Salisky, who's being held at gunpoint in his apartment. Salisky knows he'll never be allowed to live if he betrays the person who hired him, but he could perish anyway if he doesn't give Jason and Sonny the info they came for. Unfortunately, Sonny and Jason's attempt to find out who ordered the hit will take a wrong turn. It's possible Salisky will do something stupid like dive for one of the weapons in the room and try to gain the upper hand. In that case, Salisky might get taken out before he has a chance to divulge anything more. Regardless, Sonny will make a hopeful prediction and tell Jason that this trail may not be cold just yet. General Hospital recap reveals that Jason Morgan and Sonny Corinthos prepared for a Toronto ambush and planned to seek answers about the hitman's boss. In Alexis Davis' office, Diane Miller briefly panicked when she found Alexis sprawled out on the floor. Alexis assured Diane that she was just meditating ahead of her meeting with Rick Lansing. Diane stuck around to play referee since Alexis planned to push for peace. However, Rick showed up and immediately offered an apology, so it was clear that he was on the same page. While Rick and Alexis shook on their new truce, Molly Lansing Davis showed up at Sonny's place and made a pitch to Kristina Corinthos Davis. Molly wanted her sister back, so she ultimately convinced Kristina to have some movie nights with her and seemed hopeful about where things were headed in their relationship. At Charlie's pub, Lucky Spencer had a romantic dinner with Elizabeth Baldwin. As Liz and Lucky reflected on their New York adventure as teens, Lucky invited her to come on a New York weekend getaway with him. After Elizabeth accepted Lucky's invitation, she had to dash off to work. Next, Ava Jerem dropped some hints to Nina Reeves about seeing Sonny with fresh eyes following their latest conversation. After Ava took Avery Corinthos to Sonny's place for the drop-off, she wound up taunting Kristina privately about Sonny's medical issues. Ava suggested that if Sonny wasn't well enough to take care of Avery, then she should have full-time custody, and she made a prediction about a judge agreeing with her. Back at Alexis' office, Molly arrived and learned Cody Bell had been instrumental in convincing Rick to make peace with Alexis. Molly also gave Alexis updates on her efforts to patch things up with Kristina. Once Ava headed home, she found Rick in her apartment and mentioned the fact that he parked in her parking spot. Soon after, Kristina began pounding on Ava's door since she wanted to finish this once and for all. In Sonny's office, he filled Jason in on what happened with Ava at his house recently. Brick eventually showed up with a new lead on Salisky, the hitman that Valentin Cassadine blamed for the penthouse explosion. Salisky was a contract killer and was ex-intelligence according to Brick, who also revealed that he was currently in Toronto. Since Salisky was renting an apartment and warehouse there, Brick suggested he could probably be found at one of those locations. However, Brick warned that Salisky was paranoid and dangerous, so he felt a team should be sent in. Jason was prepared to handle this himself right away, but he didn't like the idea of Sonny joining in because of his health. Sonny insisted on going with Jason and hoped to figure out the name of the person who hired Salisky. At Jordan Ashford's place, she discussed marital drama with Isaiah Gannon and basically said she'd stand against Sonny if she were in charge. When Brick arrived with flowers and saw Jordan with Isaiah, he realized they were a couple now. Jordan asked Brick to keep that news to himself, so he agreed that he would. Brick also mentioned he'd heard questionable things about Isaiah's family, so he hoped Isaiah wasn't tangled up in any of that. Isaiah assumed Brick had looked into his background, but Jordan assured him that she hadn't asked Brick to do that. At GH, Felicia Scorpio spoke to Sasha Gilmore Corbin about possibly adding Jason's medical info to the baby's file and wondered whether he'd be on the birth certificate. Sasha acted like that was necessary since she was raising this baby independently, but Felicia pushed her to talk with Jason and make sure things were squared away. After Sasha left Jason a voicemail later, he saw that she called and prepared to take off for Toronto with Sonny. Meanwhile, Stella Henry met with Lucas Jonas in an exam room where they talked about kidney disease risks and the importance of being proactive. At the Quartermaine mansion, Brooklyn Quartermaine told Harrison Chase that Lulu Spencer quit her job at Deception because of him. Brooklyn mentioned Lulu's claims about Chase's angry visit, so he was irritated over her running her mouth. Since Chase used his badge to make threats, Brooklyn was concerned about this side of him. General Hospital. Carly's dangerous love affair. Is Brennan using her? Port Charles is no stranger to dangerous romances, but Carly Corinthos' latest relationship with WSB director Brennan has her closest allies, Sonny and Jason, on high alert. While Carly is swept up in the thrill of new love, those who care about her most see red flags, and they're determined to expose the truth before it's too late. Carly has never been one to shy away from risk, but her connection to Brennan has taken things to a new level. Despite Sonny and Jason's repeated warnings, Carly refuses to believe the man she's fallen for could be a threat. However, recent events suggest otherwise. Last week, an assassination attempt on Brennan turned deadly, not for him, but for an innocent bystander, Harley. The incident was a chilling reminder that Brennan's world is filled with enemies, and Carly is now squarely in their crosshairs. As a high-ranking WSB operative, Brennan has made powerful foes worldwide, any of whom wouldn't hesitate to eliminate those close to him, including Carly. Yet, even with the danger mounting, Carly remains steadfast in her devotion. Sonny and Jason, however, aren't willing to stand by while Carly risks everything. Their suspicions run deeper than just Brennan's dangerous profession. They believe he's hiding something dark. And in the coming days, they plan to unmask the truth, no matter the cost. What they uncover could shatter Carly's world. One explosive revelation looms. Brennan may have been the one who recruited Joss into the WSB. Carly, fiercely protective of her daughter, never wanted Joss involved in such a perilous life. If Brennan used Jossie's murder of Cyrus Renault as leverage to pull her into the agency, Carly will be devastated and furious. This betrayal could be the final straw, forcing Carly to question everything she thought she knew about the man she loves. One thing is certain, Brennan's world is built on deception, and Carly is standing on a powder keg. When the truth explodes, no one will be spared. General Hospital spoilers. Sonny Corinthos takes aim at Jack Brennan. The drama in Port Charles is reaching a boiling point as Sonny Corinthos takes decisive action against Jack Brennan. In a move both calculated and explosive, Sonny has been conducting a covert investigation into Brennan's questionable ties to the WSB, and the shocking revelations are about to upend long-standing alliances and expose dangerous secrets. For months, while the chaos of Port Charles played out, Sonny has been working in the shadows, meticulously piecing together clues and uncovering Brennan's hidden affairs. But this isn't just about Sonny's empire. It's about protecting his legacy and ensuring that those he cares about aren't manipulated by Brennan's treacherous schemes. Each discovery has fueled his determination to stop Brennan before things spiral further out of control. One of the most staggering revelations Sonny is about to uncover is the truth behind the devastating fire that destroyed his beloved rooftop apartment. Evidence suggests that Brennan may have been responsible for the arson, a crime that nearly claimed Michael Corinthos' life. While Michael was not the intended target, his suffering was collateral damage in Brennan's calculated aggression. In a rare moment of remorse, Brennan facilitated Michael's urgent transfer to Germany for advanced medical treatment, but that doesn't absolve him of his actions. Adding to the web of deceit, Sonny has learned that Brennan has been attempting to recruit Jocelyn Jacks into the WSB, molding her into a loyal pawn for his dirty schemes. This betrayal is particularly alarming to Sonny, as Jocelyn is someone he has come to trust despite the volatile alliances in Port Charles. Sonny's investigation has also revealed another sinister aspect of Brennan's plan, tampering with his heart medication. Brennan has been bribing a doctor to switch out Sonny's medicine, leading to a dangerous relapse in his heart condition. This deliberate act of sabotage was meant to weaken Sonny from within, ensuring he would be too vulnerable to resist Brennan's moves. Sonny has also uncovered evidence that Brennan has been exploiting Carly Spencer, using her as a pawn to sow discord between Sonny and Jason Morgan. By planting seeds of mistrust, Brennan has been working to turn Carly against her former allies, knowing that her defection would give him a significant advantage. Brennan has taken particular delight in the growing tension between Carly and Jason, as their united front is crucial to keeping his influence at bay. Should Carly buy into Brennan's manipulations, Sonny and Jason would be left defenseless against his next move. With Brennan's master plan nearing its final act, Sonny knows time is running out. Determined to put an end to Brennan's chaos, Sonny reaches out to Carly with an urgent phone call, signaling the start of a high-stakes confrontation that promises to shake Port Charles to its core. When Sonny and Carly finally meet, the air crackles with tension. Sonny lays out every damning detail he has uncovered: Brennan's manipulation of the WSB, his ties to the rooftop fire, and his attempts to control Jocelyn. Carly, a mother fiercely protective of her children, is incensed by what she hears. Overcome with fury and betrayal, Carly confronts Brennan directly. In an electrifying showdown, she slaps him, a symbolic rejection of his influence, and vows that if he ever dares to come near her family again, she won't hesitate to take matters into her own hands. Her warning is clear: if Brennan continues to meddle, she will ensure he pays the ultimate price. The stakes have never been higher. With Brennan's conspiracies coming to light, Sonny marshals his resources, planning a series of covert operations to dismantle Brennan's network. As the battle lines are drawn, Port Charles braces for a reckoning that will redefine the power structure of the town. Brennan, cornered by Sonny's relentless pursuit of justice, grows desperate. But Sonny knows that to bring Brennan down, he must act swiftly and decisively before the final phase of Brennan's plan is executed. Do you miss Nikolas on General Hospital? He's been in Pentonville for a while, and it may be time for him to return. Nikolas went off the rails for some time. His volatile relationship with Ava was fun to watch, but became a little too toxic at the end. Threatening to kidnap Avery was a bit out of character. The crazy became apparent when he slept with his son's girlfriend Esme, and then proceeded to hold her in Windermere against her will. He even roped Elizabeth into helping him. The old Nikolas may not have been perfect, but he never would have acted that way. He became out of control. He is serving time in prison, but those who committed more serious crimes have been released from Pentonville pretty quickly, so why not Nikolas? Maybe he has learned his lesson and will reappear in Port Charles a kinder and gentler Cassadine. That would certainly make his mother happy. A lot has changed in Port Charles since Nikolas has been away. Most importantly, his brother Lucky has returned from Africa, and his sister Lulu has awoken from her coma. It's time for the family to be back together. He also has a son waiting for him. Laura is raising Ace, but this would be Nikolas' opportunity to become part of his life, especially if he is in a better frame of mind. He knows how he failed Spencer, so he will hopefully make some major parenting changes this time around. Spencer is presumed DD, but that could change at any moment, especially now that Trina is falling for Kai. It would make perfect sense for her old boyfriend to be found alive now that she is happy. Then there is the broke Ava situation and the new owner of Windermere. Anything could change if Nikolas is back home. Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you agree or disagree? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates. Your opinions matter. and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.